Hey everyone, it's Marcia here, coming to you live from my kitchen on this snowy day. I am here to talk a little bit about our fabulous Chef Series cookware. I'm going to tilt you down just a little bit, there we go. Because yes, I am making pancakes. How can I talk about cookware without actually cooking something? So one of the things about our cookware is, number one, the handles are riveted on, and so they don't get hot. So even though this, unless it's been in the oven, of course. So even though this has been preheating, and it's really important to preheat your cookware before you get using it so that it will be up to temperature. How do you tell that it's ready to go? I've preheated on level 8. It never, ever, 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 under point of bashing over the head, anyone who heats this on high. It will wreck the non-stick aspect of it, and it basically is like it would be like taking your husband's best snap-on tools or his ping golf clubs or whatever else they love and letting it sit outside on a day like today, or which is raining and snowing here in Beaumont, or just running over them with a truck or something nasty that they would get very upset with. Well, same thing with your cookware. This is the very best of the best. Treat it as such. Never, ever, ever on high. But how do you tell it's ready to go? This has been preheated. I'm going to take a little water, and when it sizzles like that and kind of bounces up, you know that it's ready to go. Okay, I've made my pancake mix here. Whoops, forgot to add my blueberries. Duh. I'll add in my blueberries. There. Cooking with Marcia is never an exact science, but it usually works out all right. Okay, I put my blueberries in frozen. That way they don't make your pancakes quite so blue. I use the Sunny Boy or Red River pancake mix. Oh, and I didn't add an egg either, just because I can't have egg whites. So it's supposed to take an egg, but I didn't add an egg. So we'll see. Perhaps instead what I'll do is just I'll add in just a touch of oil, just a tablespoon or so. There we go. And I love this wire whisk, all of our tools, but this wire whisk particularly. Okay, so I've got this ready to go. I figured, what the heck, let's try the portioning scoops for pancakes. Don't you hate it when there's one pancake that's bigger than all the others, or you can't make them even? Oh, come on, this is the best. I'm using the big scoop, and it works perfectly. I can fit 3, probably could have fit 4. Oh well, that's all right. And so now they're ready to go. Now with pancakes, of course, how do you tell when they're ready to flip? With your big flipper, of course, that the bubbles are popping on top. So when you see the bubbles popping, they're ready to flip. So our cookware, though, is so wonderful. Now that this is up to heat, I can turn this down. It was at an 8. I can now turn it down to a 3. And continue to cook. The beautiful thing about our Chef Series cookware, you thought it was just going to be about how to cook pancakes. No, 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 it's all about cookware. That our beautiful thing about our cookware is that it is made of anodized aluminum, which means that it is really even to heat. There we go. Boop. And I'm the world's worst pancake flipper. Let me just get these flipped and then I'll talk some more. So there we go. These are all evenly heated. No matter even the part that was around the edge of the pan here, all the way up to the top, this will all be the same temperature and can cook just as evenly. So our cookware is made of anodized aluminum. Aluminum is a metal that is a fantastic heat conductor. And so it's very, very efficient. It can heat very quickly, and then you knock it down to a 3 and it stays that temperature for as long as you're using it. And it will simmer just fine. So you can simmer on a 3. But it's a very soft metal, and so they've done what they called anodizing, which is putting a hard candy shell on the outside, and on the inside we've got the Eterna non-stick coating, which is just like in the MicroPro grill. The bottom of it contains a layer of stainless steel and a magnet, and another layer of stainless steel on the bottom, so that makes this a perfect cookware for any kind of cooktop. You can use it on gas, induction, electric, whatever. It is perfectly fine on that kind of a cooktop. I've got an exploding part here. Just want to move this one over a bit. There we go. And I'm going to flip this one over. Boop. There. The handles, as I said, are riveted on, and they are metal too. So these bases can actually go in the oven up to 425 degrees. Not with the cover, if it's a glass cover. If you've got the one that has the all metal cover, the Dutch oven, that's a different thing. But for the glass cover, you can, that's for outside the oven use only. But this can go in the oven up to 425 degrees. So if you're doing a frittata or something. The glass cover you may see as the kind of curling rock cover. Why is it like this? It's a safety thing that even guys with big hands can grab onto this and not burn themselves on the metal. Even one step further, Tupperware has put a silicone disc underneath this stainless steel part here, and so when you touch this, if it had been on here cooking, you would find that this glass part is a lot hotter than actually this part is here. So it's a safety thing, allows you to minimize your chances of getting burned. Okay, let me just grab a plate. There. Not as organized as I thought I would be. Okay. Why are we talking about the Chef Series cookware? And I have a little bit more to say about it. Why are we talking about it? Why should you care? Why am I disappointed that there's only 3 people on watching this? Bravo to you. Hello, Lindsay and Sandra and whoever else is watching. Because the Chef Series cookware is something that a lot of people will discount. They'll say, oh, it's so expensive. Nobody's ever going to buy it. Why should I promote it? I don't have any. Blah, 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 blah. But you know what? How many of you feel that you deserve the very best? We all do. We all deserve the very best. And if you don't have these portioning scoops, by golly, you better get them because they're the coolest thing ever. The cookware, yes, it's more expensive than items in our catalog, but believe it or not, it is anywhere from 20 to 50% less in cost than comparable cookware. This is professional grade cookware, amongst the best in the world, has the best features. And yet our prices with Tupperware are very, very reasonable, relatively speaking, and even better. How else can people get their Tupperware if they don't want to pay the full price for it? They can get it free or half price as a host. So right now, with just $350 in sales, they could get one item at half price. They could take this fry pan for half price. What a great deal. In addition to $36 in free Tupperware. What a great deal that we have to offer. But even better than that, oh my gosh, if you have not been paying attention to the May promotions that Naomi has been letting us get a sneak peek on in the last few days, then you are missing out. That our host program in May is unbelievably rich. Once hosts reach $1,250 in sales, not only do they get normally 20%, which is 10% is $1,250, so that's $2,500 in, or $250 in free Tupperware. But this month, in May, next month I guess it is, in May, at $1,250 with 2 parties dated, ideally into May or the first 2 weeks of June, no farther out than that, that hosts will get double host credit. Double host credit. With a $1,250 party, that is going to be $500 in free Tupperware shopping spree. Let that sink in for a minute. But it gets even better, because at $1,250 in sales with 2 party datings, not only can they get a $500 shopping spree, but they can also get host bonuses, bonus buys of the cookware, 3 or 4 pieces of it, hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth, for what, 125 bucks? Sorry, I was bad. I didn't look at the program before I started this. I guess I should have. Who can tell me how much it's going to be? Shout out in the chat if you can do my work for me and let me know how much is the host bonus. It's like 125 bucks for at least 3 pieces of cookware. That is insane. In addition to their thank you gift, their dating gift, their aren't you glad you had a party bag if they're doing an in-home party, their free Tupperware shopping spree, or their host bonuses, whichever they have chosen. And they get the free cookware, or the virtually free cookware. So if that doesn't get you excited, then perhaps the idea of, well, you know what, there's so many people, but they don't want to have a party. Well, fine, then have your own party. Invite them to your party, and you take the host credit, or if nothing else, get it to $1,250, get those 2 datings, give away the host credit if you want, and take the cookware bonus for yourself. So everybody can win. It is so, so exciting. So as you can see, these, I added no more, and the recipe didn't call for oil, but I added in just a touch. I haven't done anything. This is still on power 3. These are still cooking beautifully, and I can lift them up. They're not sticking. How easy is that? Is that one done? I think so. These are so, so, so easy. One other thing that I had added in to this, I always add in some extra nutrition with my bran, chia, and hemp hearts mixture. A bag of each from Costco, half the bag of bran, the bag of hemp hearts, the bag of chia, mix it all together, put it into your modular mates, and it fits in a Super Oval 5. Put it in your fridge downstairs and have it. Add it into everything. It's lots of good antioxidants and other good nutrition. But it makes these so much more delicious, a little bit crunchy. So I'm gonna make some more here. Now, are we gonna eat all these pancakes for supper? Heck no. But I'm gonna be able to cool them, and then I'm going to put them into my large deep or my medium deep freezer mate, and I'm going to be putting them in the freezer once they're cool. Then you can just pull them out whenever you want and put them in the toaster and heat them up that way. Easy peasy. Okay, I'll do the last 3. Make this one just a touch bigger, and then I'll do the last 3 by themselves. So the cookware, some do's and don'ts. Best thing ever, preheat on power 8, never, ever, 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 ever on high. That's why we like the simple spoon, wherever it is. That's why we like the simple spoon. Anybody who puts it on high leaves an impression without leaving marks. The simple spoon. The handles will not get hot even when it's been cooking on the stove. The handle here allows for safety. The disc has the extra silicone ring underneath it so that this disc will stay cooler. The pots themselves are good for any cooked stovetop, be it electric, gas, conduction, whatever, or induction rather, not conduction, induction. They're ready for that. And they have the beautiful Eterna nonstick coating. So never ever anything but ideally your Tupperware tools. You don't use this baby in there. You use the nonstick version that we have, the all plastic version or the nylon version. And the other thing is that I love, if you have anything that gets stuck on the outside, I have discovered these Scotch-Brite green scrubby pads. They're just at Safeway, they're nothing special, but holy cow, are they the best thing ever for taking anything, any grubbiness that's on the bottom of your cookware. Sometimes that gets built up a little bit. They're fantastic. So they are a handy dandy thing, and they don't scratch if you're not real crazy with them. So is there any other questions in here? Great idea, like pancakes. So informative. Well, thanks, Lindsay. I love to teach, and that's what our job is. If you haven't heard me say it before, you'll hear me say it right now. Our job is not to sell Tupperware. Our job is to educate our consumers as to why Tupperware is a great investment in good health, in saving money, in saving waste, saving time, making life easier. Give them information so that they can make an informed decision. So there you go. With the cookware, it is fantastic. It is designed to last for a lifetime. That's the other thing. You get it once, treat it right, and you're going to have it for a lifetime. So I'm going to keep doing my pancakes here. Oh, one other little tip about the pancakes, since I'm on the topic. When you make your pancake batter, mix it up and then let it stand for at least 5 minutes before you start scooping it into your pot. You'll notice that it gets thicker. All of the flour in here absorbs the moisture, and so it gets thicker. So make it up about 5 or 10 minutes before you're going to cook it. And then if you need to add extra moisture, you can do so afterwards instead of having big dry pancakes. So there you go. We're going to have pancakes in the freezer for a quick on-the-go breakfast anytime. Have a great afternoon, everybody. Look forward to seeing you soon. Party on!